What's up, world? It's your boy Jay. I got my dog
Mike. What's up?
Yep. So today we want to welcome y'all to the Mancave. First episode,
episode 1.
Yeah.
Of many.
That's right. Go ahead and let them know what we're talking about today, Mike.
So today we're bringing this podcast to you guys because, we got a lot to say. We got a lot on our mind as black men and as men in general. And we want everyone to be able to come to a mutual space to just listen, connect, and even, put forth some type of ideas or comments, So it being our first episode here on New Year's Eve, 2021, going into 2022, we kind of want to recap 2021 and then give you a little piece of what's on our mind for 2022.
That's right. So with that being said, let's start the recap, right? So how do you feel about what transpired in 2021 for you, and what do you see, as far as your transformations that happened throughout the year?
So me being, I turned 34 this year, and I can honestly say at the beginning of 2021, leaving 2020, right? It was a mess, and I thought it was gonna be a feeling of relief,
Right.
But COVID was still here,
And it's still here.
and it ain't going nowhere anytime soon.
Right.
And we'll get deeper into that, you know what I'm saying? But just me individually and personally as growth is concerned, I feel like I've become better through all the trials and tribulations that happen in my life,
Right.
in my experiences and stuff, whether it was family, my professional life, as far as work is concerned and things like that. But I felt like I've grown, but I still got a lot to get better at and to grow. I got a lot more room to grow. What about you?
You hit that right on the nail, man, because every year I feel like you're always gonna run into something. You're always gonna run into your issues, but the main thing is, how do you combat that? How do you make your life better? How do you make the people around you better? How do you all grow as a group? You know what I'm saying? As a unit. Can you allow these people to grow with you? If you can't let these people grow with you, then you got to move on. So that's one thing that I learned this year. I got a lot of friends, and one thing is this: when it's time for growth, you have to grow, right? You can pass that information down to the next person or whatnot, but if they don't grasp it, you got to keep going.
Yeah.
You have to keep going, because you can't hold back your own blessings. You can't hold back your own blessings because your friend, he can't get it right. You know what I'm saying? So one thing about it is go where your heart tells you to go, lead by example, and it's all about the people that you have around you also. So as far as this year goes, I've been through a lot also, but at the same time, it's more of a mental state for me, mental and physical. It's been a total drastic transition for me. I lost like 70 pounds.
Yeah, congrats on that.
Appreciate it. And throughout me losing that weight, it's a mental shift also. So I can't go nowhere else but up from here.
Right.
And that's where my mind state is. So that's how it is. That's where I'm set at in my heart. And can't nobody stop me but myself.
Right.
You feel me? So
I think I want to touch on something you said as far as growing, right? Mentally and spiritually.
Right.
And just looking forward toward the future and not being stuck in the past. And I think a lot of people have a hard time comprehending that, right? Like,
right.
And that's something I went through too. But we're going to continue to go through it, because some friends are in your life are friends for that moment, right?
Exactly.
And you try to keep them, try to have them hold on, or you hold on to that friendship, not realizing like, it's okay to grow apart, because you have different things you have different goals, and you can give somebody the game. Like, you can literally lay it out, but how is it with everybody? In a sense of, you can always tell somebody, look, that's not good for you. Oh, you know what? Do that. I've done that already. This is how it's going to work out. It's not going to be there. Here's the game for you. And they do the complete opposite. Yeah. So you can always, what is that saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that if you want to better yourself, it's a lifelong mission. You know, it's no such thing as perfect, but you can always get better at things, and we can always give people game. And shit, I don't know everything. I know you don't feel that. You know everything. Yeah. It's a daily process. We're always learning, and that when you figure that out, right? Because especially as us as men, we have egos, right? And once we find that moment, we come to that moment where we adjust to that and get out of the way of our own destiny, right? Our own futures. We become better men. We become better fathers. We become better husbands, and it opens up everything. So definitely feel you.
Basically, you can give a man a fish and he'll eat for one day, basically.
Yeah.
But you can teach a man how to fish and he'll eat forever.
It's set for a lifetime.
The thing is if you teach that man how to fish, will he go and fish?
No.
That's the main thing. Will he go and fish? So one thing about us, we are truly humble people. You know what I'm saying? We do get out there and we go get it. We don't play games about our life because this ain't the time to play no games.
Right.
We do what we are supposed to do at the end of the day. But at the same time, we humble and we know that there's more to our life, so we're ready to hit that next step, just like y'all ready to hit that next step, whatever level y'all on in life. And that's what this podcast is about. This podcast is about growth. This podcast is about everybody coming together and just
taking part in a brotherhood, which we're trying to create here. Like Jay was saying, like, this is about personal growth, but learning how to interact with each other, right? And like I was saying, it's okay to fail, right? Like I've failed many times, and if I would have looked back on it and just quit, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have been able to accomplish the things that I've already accomplished, and I my mindset is already on the future, right? Like, I like to speak things into existence. And it's always hard to be positive. I don't think anyone is always positive, right? But you always have to have that light at the end of the tunnel, something to strive for, right? Something to keep you going. And us as men, it gets hard, man. Like, we're gonna, episode after episode, we're gonna chip away at it. But it gets hard because men are always overlooked, right? Especially in today's society. Because we're men, we're supposed to do this, right? We're supposed to make sure we provide for our families. We're supposed to work midnights. We're supposed to work 12 hours. We're supposed to do all these things. Weak men cry. Men are supposed to show feelings and things like that. Well, you know what? Internally, all this stuff that society is telling us what a man is supposed to be is really breaking us. So this is really what we're talking about in our podcast. We're starting off, and farther down the line, this is what we want to break through. We want to break through all that false notation that what society thinks a man is, and through our experiences, hopefully we could connect with you guys on a lot of things. So
exactly. So he touched on a lot of bases right there, man, and everything that you said will be established in these future podcasts, and I really can't wait because it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a heck of an experience.
It's gonna be nice.
We are masculine men, and one thing about it is they try to bring us down. It's hard out here in this life. It's very hard, what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we really don't show it on our face or whatnot. What I'm saying? We still gotta have that strong exterior.
Right.
What I'm saying? That we gotta keep on pushing. But that's what we were made for, and that's what we do as men. You feel me? So in this podcast right here, man, we just want everybody to grow more. For me, I feel like it's more of a therapy.
Oh yeah, this definitely therapy for us. Yeah.
And it could be for you, even though we are talking to the men. Ladies, you welcome to join, because we do not discriminate against anybody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody come on in and let's have a good time.
Yeah, just to touch on what he said, ladies, we're not discriminating. We actually want you to partake in it. You know, let's say you want to get to know why your husband acts a different way or feels a different type of way. This is letting you in on what a man really thinks. You know, it's a joke, but you know, ladies, that Steve Harvey book, What Think Like a Man, is not the Bible of what men actually think of. Like, that's not real life, you know. So coming here, hopefully you guys can be enlightened on what real men think. You know, we're not just trying to sell a book here. We're literally giving you guys a chance to look into our thought process, right? And you know, throughout the different podcasts, we're going to take questions, we're going to answer some questions, but right now this is just the introduction, letting you guys know what's in store for the next few pods. So yeah,
all I gotta say is stay tuned, and we definitely enjoyed your time. And until next time, my name is Jay.
My name's Mike. But you know what? Before we go, Jay, what's something you're looking forward to accomplishing or next year for 2022?
Ooh, see, should we wait till the next episode or should we get into it right now? That's the question.
You know what? I just think because it's New Year's Eve, we can let them in on just maybe one thing. You know what I'm saying? So.
So 2021, I was more in the physical aspect, transformation, 80%. Like I said, it was mental and physical and whatnot, but I'm more on a mental basis right now. So I'm at the point to where in my life, I cannot accept certain type of people in my life, unfortunately. You know, and it's no love lost. At the end of the day, you have your life, you have your thoughts or whatever. Okay, you know, you can go about your day. I'm going to go about my day. But my thing is elevation. If you're not about elevating in your life, I can't be around you. I'm about certain frequencies. If it's negativity that's in my, I cannot do that, because what you're going to do, you're going to hinder my blessing.
Right.
And I'm just going up. I know I have a lot of blessings to come, but I will never let anybody else hinder me from reaching my blessing. So with that being said, that's my whole goal of this year, is just staying focused and not letting anybody knock me off my rock. What about you?
That sounds like a future episode to me. So for me, what I'm looking to accomplish in 2022, like one of the things is I just want to feed my brain, right? Feed my mental as far as learning more, right? Yeah. Whether that be digging my head in the books and just learning more about any and everything I can, right? One thing I used to laugh about is seeing my dad on the computer or read newspapers and studying all the time. And my he'll be 70 in February, and he still does it to this day. But I found out as I got older, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So I want to learn more about different religions. I've been fortunate enough to live amongst a lot of different religions. One that I'm pinpointing now is about the Nation of Islam. So just coming close to that and just really diving in, taking a deep dive into my mental aspect of things. And I feel like that'll round me out pretty good. You know, I'm always in the gym. You know that. So, you know, my body's right. It's time for that mental aspect, my mind, to connect with my body a little bit deeper than what it is now. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
So it sounds like we kind of like on the same page and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
It's really about that mental shift. And I think that this year is going to be a drastic shift. And it's like, y'all pray for us because we going to need it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like we know that our future is bright. You know, we manifest things. Like he said earlier, if I see something and I want it, I will get it.
I'm gonna get it.
You know what I'm saying? When we're gonna speak more on that later on, because manifestation is so true.
It's key.
And it's so real.
It's key.
You know what I'm saying? So, why don't you end it off for us, man?
Yeah, like we said, you know, this is Jay, Mike. This is the Mancave podcast, episode 1 in the books. To everybody, Happy New Year, and see you on episode 2.